let's start the video here.
Gary dropped her radio. She's under the Jeep.
Tell we're in a washout. There, go. Okay, okay, okay. Good morning. We are out here for our trail ride in Hocking Hills, Ohio. So what trails are in Hocking Hills? Truly, they're not trails. They're actually abandoned roads, which some can get pretty gnarly, deep mud ruts, rock ledges, things like that. They call them a road, but they get pretty intense. Fundraiser Jeep Run that happens every year for the hospital here in Hocking Hills. Hocking Hills is a very popular hiking area, so it has a ton of visitors that come in every year. And so the hospital kind of doesn't have the support it needs. So Michelle runs this Jeep Run here every year tomorrow on Saturday. We're out here on Friday. We always come down here, do a trail cleanup, which is usually a hiking style trail. So we came along and said, hey, you need some kind of off-road element to this event. So that's where we got involved. We run a off-road trail ride on Friday and also on Sunday on a private property. Today is Vinton County roads. All right, let's get this camera turned around and get this trail ride going. All right, packing up, getting out of here. This is our group for today. I counted 21 rigs driving down to our air down spot, which will be about a half an hour beautiful drive. Kind of walk back here with these guys and get a look at all the cool rigs we've got with us.
Like some nice PJs, JKs, JLs, JTs, all the goodies.
Some of these people returned from our ride last year. We had a really good time together. So the last vehicle back here, you tell me, what kind of vehicle is that looking at it? I bet you're wrong. This drive from Logan down to the trails is absolutely beautiful. Just a gorgeous green woods with some rock faces and little creek beds down next to us. Just a nice drive, good way to start the morning. All right, this is kind of a big parking lot we come to all the time, across the road from Jimbo's, right here by all the trails. All right, y'all, we have roughly a 10-minute drive on the road before getting to our first trail. Our first trail is going to be one that's called Waterfall. It's an in and out trail, just an uphill series of some ledges, a lot of fun. There should be enough room for us all to turn around up at the top. So that'll be our first trail. It's called Waterfall. We had a water crossing to begin with, which got pretty decently deep. And then you're just running down a creek bed. You can see we're coming up on our first little ledge here. There's a series of these going back in. So if you guys like this style of trail that runs around a creek bed, has a couple little rock shelves, if you get on your Onyx, you can find this. This is marked, and the cool thing about Onyx too is if you click on that trail, it'll actually come up and tell you details about that trail. So it'll come up, it gives you coordinates, it'll give you a trail difficulty and a trail report. It's pretty cool. All right, guys, we have made it to our main obstacle. The waterfall looks a little bit bigger than last time I was here, so it must be getting washed out a little bit, but we will work our way up it. Should be a good time. must have got the group excited, or they just got bored waiting. Everyone's out. So we just come back here. We're going to do a turnaround and just head right back down the waterfall. This trail does continue. It goes on, but it gets really tight. Probably great for side-by-sides. Full-size, beautiful Jeeps, not so much.
Yes, right?
I wonder if they're doing these again this year, the Hocking Hills Jeep Run. I think they are.
I do, Ed, Deb? Yep, that's right, Ed. Suck it in to help out with this.
Alright guys, so we are entering Lady Run Trail and we have it marked as a fun rocky climb.
So kind of cool, as you come and do these trails, you can put little waypoints.
Copy that.
Remind you of things you've done out here. So here we go. Some rock ledges. I'm gonna hop out here and film Carrie coming up.
I'm gonna walk up so you can spot anybody that needs a spot.
Do you guys have like a mechanical locker?
No,
No?
there's no locker at all.
Okay, so
Sounds
it's
like
using
a lot of
ABS.
shit- Sounds like a lot of shit fucking up.
I think the ABS is grabbing, so these have like a, they'll use that to kind of help to keep the spin at a minimum. Good driving there. Yeah, not bad, just carry a little momentum coming up them. This is probably a 20% grade coming up. I am making my way up the trail. We're at the next set of ledges here. So I was just hiking up here to get up in front of these guys. The rocks were pretty grippy until now, but now we're getting into some slick stuff, especially after having 10 people run through here. Perfect. Keep pulling that a little driver as you go forward. she's going. Nice. And Dry Ridge run together. I have this marked as a fun power line crawl, so we're trying to work our way back to that right now. And we found some power lines, so we must be headed in the right direction.
Come to some power line trails that we're gonna do. Paulie's tapping out really quick to check our line because there's a couple of different lines headed down the power line.
All right, proceed forward. When you get around here, you start heading downhill. Just put your tires in the ruts and drive down slow.
Copy.
Come down this hill probably 200-300 yards now. I'm at this point where there's a good sized washout over here and a rock over here, so it's going to really pitch people over. So hopefully people can get up on this wall and kind of ride that as far as they can.
Climb, you guys. So watch going down the hill slide.
Basically, right where I'm standing, I'm going to have you try to get on that wall at least for a few feet. You're going to slide in eventually, but I want to see if we can ride that out as long as possible. Yep, keep holding that slightly passenger. Yep, just like that. Forward slow. Looking good. Perfect. Buzz driver now. A little more driver. More driver. Other way. Driver. Left. Yeah, hold it just like that as you come forward. You're on a good, perfect line. Perfect. And now a little passenger. Turning into that wall slightly. All right, Kevin, you're on the line. Keep driving that. Little passenger. Yep, hold that just like that. It'll kick you over on its own. You're on the line. You're doing great. It's where you want to be. Perfect. Now just keep it cut slightly passenger as you drive forward. Just hug that wall.
Come on.
10 more feet and you got your dip. So nice and slow.
Everybody at the bottom of the hill, this is your time to shine.
All right, we made it to the power line rock crawls. Looks like the far right one is the moderate one. The JKU just walked up it. Did have to give a little bump just to these next set of ledges he's getting to right now. So just some loose stuff. Go. Right. More, go. There, go. Okay. Kevin says, you all signed the waiver, right? So from down below, this first set of ledges is what looks kind of scary, but everyone's walking right up that. It's actually this loose shale stuff that is giving people some trouble. Problem is it wants to kick you into this wall over here. Carry momentum! Keep moving! Yeah, buddy! Good driving! Carried that momentum over those little ledges, bump, bump, he's dumped. So as I drove up after I ran this, I came up, there was two guys says, I want to do it. Now we got a third. And as I rolled up, they were all saying they didn't want to do this until I did it. And now it's like, I said, did I encourage bad behavior? And looks like I did. Okay, carry momentum from there. Stay in it. Keep momentum. Yep. Bumpity bump.
P's turn. Don't run over my feet.
You asked where Leah was?
I take a left or a right at the top of the hill.
We're going right at the top of the hill.
We have 3 trying to come out, and we are...
Alright, so that waypoint right there was our rock ledges you just watched. So we continued up and we're going to continue down Lady Run. And ultimately I think we're just going to hop on the road here and come down this way and maybe do Allbrite is what I'm thinking if we have time. It looks like it's 1:17 now. We're looking to try to be done around 3 o'clock. So that should work out pretty good. Things worked out perfect. We had lunch at our power line spot like I wanted to. So this group's rocking along. For a big group, we are covering some good ground. We had a lot of fun so far today. As you enter this spot down here, you kind of look like you're pulling into someone's yard almost. And the other end, you definitely leave on someone's, what looks like you're on someone's property, even though you're not. And you have to exit through a creek bed. So pretty interesting. We ran this trail last night. It is not a terrible trail. I would call it a moderate. It's a level 6 on Onyx. Carrie and I both said we would rate it a 5, depending on what you're driving. But it starts out as just this real mild creek bed, and then starts to get into some elevation changes with some little off cambers. And this area right here definitely tests the flex of your vehicle. Yeah, it's a fun little trail. I think it took us right around an hour to run it yesterday. So we'll bring you along, you can check it out.
I got Bananarama, cool summer.
Don't worry, my toes are fine.
All right, we have finished Allbrite pretty much. Well, there's one more thing to do. So the trail kind of turns into what looks like a dirt road. If you're taking it the way we did, which was from the east to the west, you're actually going to end on what looks like a private property. So I'll turn the camera around and show that to you guys. It gets a little confusing. Fortunately, the one landowner here has put a gate in, so it makes it super obvious. So essentially you end up running right next to their property, and you end going through a creek bed. So we'll show you guys that here on the camera. As you can see, you got a gate there and the trail over here. The trail here is a little bit overgrown, so I think we might trim a little bit. as you might see, there are some logs here marking property boundaries. So respect the landowner, they have a beautiful property here, and stay over here on the road. So it does get a little confusing at the end. We were here last night in the dark, and it was a little confusing. So obviously this is his driveway here. That's his barns there, beautiful place. So take on the path, stay on the path a little less taken, and that way takes you over the bridge, but from the directions we've seen, you're not supposed to really be on the bridge. So we're going to take and go into the creek bed here for just a short bit.
Allbrite Road Trail. This is our group that we had with us today. Everybody had a great time. Everybody did a great job driving. This guy's gonna give me a bath apparently. Nope, just kidding. Day in Hocking Hills today. And my favorite vehicle on the trail today, besides our own, Kevin's Comanche.
This will be the last thing we run before we head back to camp. And basically we're trying to get our group back. Tonight is check-in for the Hocking Hills Jeep Run event. And then tomorrow will be their ride, which is pretty much just a beautiful street drive ending on our friend's property where they will do a little trail riding for an hour or two. And that's kind of just open and everybody just go do what they want to do throughout that 2 hours. Alright, so we are pretty much at the end of our Friday trail ride. We're going to continue this video and give you guys some kind of peeks at what this event offers. Tonight we'll walk you around registration. Tomorrow we'll take you to show you kind of the lineup for the little cruise they do, and then a little of the private property. Keep watching, and we should have a bunch of Jeeps to show you here coming up on Saturday morning and tonight.
Alright, so we are at Campbell Cove Campground, which is where the main festivities are going on for the Hocking Hills Jeep Run this weekend. We were kind of a little bit late for festivities tonight because we decided to go for dinner, but we'll still give you a look at the tent and where the main things are happening tomorrow. In the morning, there is a parade run, which we'll show you that in the morning, and then afterwards there's a little bit of trail ride, and then a big dinner with a raffle and giveaways tomorrow night.
And this is kind of where registration is. This is one other thing that you are going to find here is the All Roads Taken. Our good friends have partnered with this event, and you can actually get one of their badges for this event. This will be the second year for that. I know they sell out of those every year, so if that's something you're interested in, I would get those early. All the Jeeps are across the way getting lined up. We'll take you over there in just 1 second, but I just want to take you by and show you this is registration. This is where dinner will be tonight. And yeah, let's get walking across the road and let's see some vehicles. So Kevin, Carrie, we're heading across the road to see all the Jeeps lined up. I want you guys to find your favorite and talk to the camera about which one you like.
You got it.
Some Jeeps rolling in, getting lined up. Takeoff time is in 20 minutes.
There was rentals down here.
Do you think they'd mind if we took that on the Vinton County trails we did yesterday?
I told you we should partner with them.
You got the insurance, right?
Yeah.
So here's Michelle's Jeep. She's the one that coordinates this event for the hospital. We've tried talking her into doing some wheeling with us before, but I don't think she's very interested. She runs Hocking Hills podcast. So if you want to keep up with this event, that's a good place to do that. Welcome, Jeepers, to the Hocking Hills.
Yeah.
Oh, one on their dash there.
Yeah.
Apparently, the people here like Lance's Jeep.
Good morning.
That's our trail guide from yesterday. I think it's going to be really easy to spot the people that were with us yesterday on our trail ride versus those that weren't. Good morning, guys. At what point do you sit on someone's hood?
She can try.
Probably 20, 25 feet tall. It's huge. Carrie's trying to pick her favorite. I have a feeling she's going to go old school.
You think?
I think so. I know what your first love is. Holy cow. All the Chinese plastic in one place.
The 390 to go?
Bigfoots again. Out this year again. Seems to be a theme down here. I guess if you're into the duck thing, this is going to be the event for you. It's Saturday. They are everywhere. So I'm estimating 120 Jeeps and roughly 120,000 ducks.
Where are you going? Jesus, move it along.
120,000 ducks present.
Aha. I'm guessing these guys are from Michigan. Reject Run, Rocks and Valleys, St. Helen. Oh, and Wicked. Yeah, they gotta be from Michigan.
It was fun.
Good.
It was great. But I was like, wow, that's the hardest I've ever done. So, but
Well,
yeah.
you ready to go back
But
for
did
some
you
more?
like it?
Yeah.
All right.
What did you do?
Yeah, I'm ready.
How you doing?
Nice color.
I love that color.
Thank you. When it's wet, it looks almost greenish.
Really?
Well, it's color shifting like a bronze, but that copper look.
I can see the.
Yeah, in the morning when it's got dual.
I think the square headlights are returning.
Cool.
There you go, that kind of shows off the thing a little more.
Actually, plastic dip. Really?
Plastic dips.
Right off. I've done it a couple of times.
You guys might recognize a couple of these from our ride yesterday. Not him, they're too clean. But the little yellow, I kept calling it yesterday, is the smallest rig on our
So
ride.
You know what I've noticed? Looking at all these Jeeps, you can tell who went with us yesterday.
That's for sure. I think they're leaving their mark on the blacktop there, I see too. Imagine if it rained.
Morning.
Morning. You guys are leaving your mark on the blacktop there.
I said we're walking all the Jeeps. I said you can tell who went with us yesterday.
Yeah.
You can tell these guys, I think, arrived together. I don't know, this one's on my list.
Yeah, but you know why.
First love, Black TJ. Ooh, there's another one, another contender I see.
Yeah.
You seeing it too?
Yeah. I saw it briefly yesterday, and I was wondering when I would get to see it again.
Definitely a standout. What is it though, hon?
I never get these
Put you on the
right.
spot.
I'm gonna guess. I don't know.
So it's got the low hood.
Yeah. So
The tall hood is what? You remember that
7.
one? No.
No.
Your 7s are way after this thing.
CJ2A?
CJ2A, good
Oh,
job.
yeah.
So there's a 3B, and the hood is taller because they went to a
Yes.
different engine and they had
Yes.
to make up for that. And that's what we used to own, was a 3B.
No,
I was
it's
just testing them. What is it?
testing me what it
It's
was.
1946 Willys CJ2A.
There you go. He wins.
I did not.
So we had a 3B. I was just telling him with the tall
yeah,
hood.
with the 6-cylinder.
Yep,
raised
super
hood.
obvious, right?
Yeah.
You got any? How long have you had this? Can you tell us about it?
This one I've had about a year. This is actually my 3rd one. I have 3 of them.
Oh,
The first one I bought when I was 15 in 1973.
wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah, can't have just one either, right?
No. Well, the first 2 in pretty bad shape. They're heavily vandalized and they don't currently run at all.
Yeah, so they're parts vehicles essentially.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, the back seat came out of my second one. These rims came off my second one.
Got the PTO.
So gas tank underneath the seat. That's OSHA approved.
You're right. Power takeoff. This is the first civilian model after World War II. And they marketed them as farm vehicles.
Yeah.
So that's why an
So do
awful
you
lot of
register it
them.
as farm equipment then?
This one. That's why there's many of them had the power takeoffs either in the rear.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, very cool. I like it.
And then here to here, over the years like that.
Yeah.
The lines moved up.
I mean, just the length alone is immensely different, right, from the newer ones. Even a modern two-door is probably a foot and a half longer than this thing, easy.
They're relatively small.
Great part about these, they're so light too, so they can actually handle the trails really well because they just billy goat up things, you know.
I don't know if you're a skier, but there's a term short skis in a mogul field.
What is it again?
Short skis in a mogul field, which means smaller is better when you're in tight terrain.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So kind of feel like David's surrounded by a bunch of Ohio.
These would have been the original rims and tires on this thing.
It's small, it's light, it's only 2,000 pounds.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And all the wheels are supposed to No, I've only had this one a year, so it's just been 3 or 4 months. And we're learning about some of them.
Yesterday.
Yeah, he likes his throttle, doesn't he? Yeah.
He's gonna get down that ditch like last year or 2 years ago.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Was that green last year?
That's a different one. He's got 4 of them.
Oh, gotcha. I was like, I don't remember. That's a parade Jeep, huh?
Kevin says this is a contender for him. So this guy was on our ride 2 years ago and got in a group with the Jeep he had, not this one. He didn't really belong in and ended up breaking down in a ditch. And, pretty interesting. He's a character. I keep thinking it's a CJ because the round headlights from afar, and then I'm like, oh no, it's a YJ with a body kit from I think Kentrol, so you can kind of see the hood has the taller sides. Like a YJ would have, but it's got round headlights. He was on our ride yesterday, but he went and got her cleaned up. So you went on your first off-road ride yesterday?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, what'd you think?
Besides being stressed with the rock part of it, I love the mud.
Good.
It was so much fun. And we had Lance as the leader.
Yeah.
I was right behind him. Oh my gosh, it was perfect.
Nice.
Good.
And we heard you had more fun than she did.
Yeah, I loved it. Because she was kissing the rock as we were like sideways.
But we got you out safe, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Good.
So much fun.
And you cleaned, well, you kind of at least cleaned your Jeep. It looks
I did.
not nearly as muddy as
I did.
the rest
Next
of them
year,
here.
since this is my first time, I did know. Next year, I'm going to leave the mud on
Yeah.
as my
Badge of honor.
It's a badge of honor. There you
Yes.
go. Badge of honor.
Yes.
Very cool.
Yeah, I've got my fake badges here. I put my real badge on the other side.
Oh, let's go check out the
Go
real
check
one.
it out. Uh-oh.
Thank you.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. Very cool.
There you go.
That's one that's earned.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you had fun.
Yep.
So we love taking new people out. They're always the most excited. And we definitely pushed the new people yesterday. They weren't with us. They were with Lance. But the new people, they kind of, the level of trail built throughout the day. In the end, like I told him, I said if you're a moderate or a new wheeler, you're gonna probably get you out of your comfort zone. This has got to be one of my favorite colors of JT's. I love that color.
I like the 392 in that color.
Very nice.
With the gold accent.
Hey Jess, look at that. Very cool. Everyone's itching to go. Let's get this thing started. Hey guys. Carrie just made the announcement. She found her favorite.
It's Dave's Jeep. It's green. I don't know anything about it other than it has a V8.
You don't know what it is?
Yeah, they want you to pull up.
Hey, look at the headlight.
So do you know what it is?
CJ.
There you go.
It's got the round headlight. It's got the higher hood.
It's got the bigger
It's
doors.
got the bigger doors, so it's a 7.
There you go. Good job.
I gotta go through the whole process in my head.
I don't know how capable it would be with some of the features it's got, but he's got the winch on there.
I really like
I don't know that it's ever been used.
Yeah. So apparently you got a little bit adventurous in the mud holes. Yeah.
She'd keep going faster and faster every mud hole.
We heard a story that you guys were trying to splash each other. Is that true?
Yes.
Yeah. Good.
It's evident.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, you can see it.
And then I'll go down the pedal and he's like got more mud on his face.
Awesome.
Your interior will never be the same again.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Good. Glad you guys had a good day.
Take it to a detailer. Take it from me. Let them handle it.
Yeah. True enough.
Yeah. Have fun today. We'll see you over at the property
Oh, yeah.
when you're done.
Yeah.
All right, babe. So Kevin and I told you our favorite Jeeps. What's going to be your favorite?
Well, for me, that's easy. It's going to be this black TJ right here. I'm guessing it's on maybe a 36-inch tire like we finished with ours, so it's a very similar build. It looks like it's got long arms. We did a mid-arm on ours back in the day, which we got rid of the black TJ, 8-10 years ago now?
Oh, it's
been a while.
forever.
But that was our first love. We wheeled a black TJ manual trans 4.0 for our first 8 years of off-roading.
Is that a manual?
I don't know if this is a manual, but I know I used to swear manuals are the best until I bought an automatic. Now I won't ever make that argument again. But very similar to our old Jeep. The
Even
rock
his sliders are the same.
Yep. So
Yeah.
it's definitely nostalgia there for me. So let's take the camera around, just do a quick walk around of this thing. Looks like he's got metal cloak springs and hydraulic bump stops, and a bunch of goodies.
Any rack on the front?
What size tire are you guys running?
What size tire?
37.
37s. Okay, cool. We had a black TJ almost identical to this, and we were on a 36-inch tire in the end. So I'm
Is it a manual or is it automatic?
Automatic, 3-speed automatic.
That's the way to go.
456 gears.
What year?
98.
98.
Yeah, ours was a 90. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. How long have you had it?
5 or 6 years. This one. I've had a Jeep since 1984.
Oh, nice. Yep.
She had one for 33 years.
Wow, nice. The same one?
No,
Okay.
but she's never drove anything but.
That's awesome. So how many do you have at home?
Just mine and hers.
Okay.
Just the 2.
Yeah.
Very cool. Love it. All right, thanks, guys.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, have fun today.
Again, thanks
We'll see
again
you.
for yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Good time. It was a good time.
Yeah?
Which long arm?
We didn't scare you too much, did we? No? Okay.
That's actually,
No, Clayton Square.
that's actually rough country.
Rough country, yep. Rough country add-on. We were smart enough to weld it.
Yes.
Yep.
I wasn't bolting it on, and I always figured if the joints go out or whatever, I looked at the kit. That's something we can fab back up at home.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I used to build Jeeps for a long time, like doing in my garage. And
Yeah, I told her it was the last
I
one
actually
I
really,
built.
I think some things rough country is not good for, but their long arm add-on kit is actually a really good
It's
value.
not bad. It is
No, it's
for
a
the
very
money.
good value.
I've got a 60 in the rear.
Okay.
Everything
nice.
up front's all brand new, chrome molly truss. You've probably seen the hydraulic assist
Yep.
piston in it. So.
Yeah, this thing's set up good. This would have been like what was getting to towards the end. So, but then we ended up selling it, and I got a YJ instead that was on 42.
You blew like the transmission in the transfer case and crunched the front corner fender, so then
all
you're
on the
like,
same weekend. It was like,
wow.
Yeah, transfer case went out. We blew out the front axle again for like the third time.
Right now, it's kind of like fixes fail.
so it wasn't
Yeah.
transmission, it was transfer case and
I really hope the
front
transfer
gears.
case goes first so I can go get me an Atlas.
Yes.
Well, place your order now.
Every break's a chance to upgrade, right?
That's right.
Yep.
Place your order now.
Yep.
Is this whole head zipped in?
Yeah. Are you in there?
What is this thing? What is this thing? Whoa.